Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's that time again. Time for more awesome indigenous intellect here at Sisseton Wahpeton College in beautiful, lovely, crowded, bustling downtown Agency Village, South Dakota. And now, without any further ado, here comes your host, the brilliant Professor Victor Singingeagle! Yay! Woo, 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 woo. 30 days till Christmas. Yay! Right on. All right, we got to get started. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I just got back from a wonderful trip. Oh, my student, my CDL student, he's so awesome because he's just killing it out there on the highway. We got a big rig, 18 wheelers, and we were rolling down. Let me take this thing off. No, I don't want to take that off. Yes, I do. Take this off. I'm going to do it this way. I'm all leathered up and safety jacketed up from driving around. Let's take this off. Get comfortable. Might as well take this off too. It's hot in here. All that driving. So as I was saying, my student was really doing well. And he swears he has never been in a truck before. Oh, I'm so proud of him. He's going to make a great driver. He's going to take a test for trucking and for school bus endorsement, passenger endorsement. Right on. Oh, I'm so proud. All right, we got to get started. This is Native American literature, not Native American truck driving. Okay, here we go. First things first, say your names or call the roll with a prayer for each one of you for wishes of health and prosperity and good luck on those final exams, which we will talk about in a second. Bao Ziluo, Violet Bars. Dong Tinghui, Tasha Eastman. Shimoli Jasmine Strauss. 罗马丁 Marty Ross. 阮凯婷 Katie Robbins. 聂凯欣 Casey Nealon. 莫静华 Gina Mota. 顾甜甜 Brittany Carras. 岳晶晶 Kim White Mountain. So that's everybody. And that's everybody who's taken the final, right? All right, cool. Some announcements. This is going to be a nice short video, we hope, because you know how I like to talk too much. We're going to go straight to the announcements and go through this. Let's see, Friendsgiving tomorrow at 11. Unfortunately, I cannot be there. I believe it's going to be in the student union, student lounge right over there. I'll bring some food tomorrow at 11. 11 to 1, and I'm going to be busy in Watertown testing and getting tested and also testing the student so he can get his CDL. But I do wish you, it's going to be in the auditorium. Oh, duh. So I'm wrong. Correction. Not in the student union lounge building or room, but in the auditorium. Please bring a dish to pass. I made some Potawatomi wojapi. I think we call it wishashi in my language. And I might have said this before, say it again. Unlike the stuff I used to eat at University of South Dakota, they warmed up berry pudding. Ours is served chilled. All right, but see if you like it. Come on down. So yeah, I made some. Professor Lee's gonna bring it in a nice big giant Tupperware container. That's another thing, just reminding everybody, 11 to 1 in the auditorium. Come and get some free food. Bring some. Oh, I got to do the grades. Ooh, I got to jump on that. That reminds me, this is important, so stick with me. Your grades. I'm learning the hard way not to rely on the e-learning grade book because computers always screw things up. I'm going to go back to papers from now on. Grade book, the old-fashioned teacher's grade book, because this is causing way more headaches than it has to be. And then the student will email me, oh, I don't know what my grade is. And I'm looking on the e-learning. E-learning's lying to me, and I have to go and calculate boop, 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 all over and fix the computer mistakes and figure out what your real grade is. So yeah, forget it. Next semester, back to the grade book, not e-learning grades. So I'm going to go on e-learning, read the stuff that you've written, and then put the real grade in ink and paper. Because I keep messing up with this computer stuff, trying to rely on the grade books. I think it's under this course, but never mind. I'm not going to click on that right now. I don't have enough time anyway. Other news. AI, blah, blah, blah. Lejeune Morgan, CDL expert. Native book publishing. Oh, that's right. Somebody wants me to publish a book, but never mind. We'll talk about that right now. Any more important news for you guys? I thought there was something having to do with Indian, what do you call it? Scholarships. Read carefully. I got to post it. Student evaluation form. Keep your eyes peeled for this. It's going to look like this. I really don't like the way it's not pretty like I like my papers to be, but never mind. Question 1, question 2, question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll stick this up on e-learning. You can download it and put the teacher's name, course name, that's us as native literature, and the date, which would be whatever, December 1st. And then the instructor was enthusiastic, how many classes the teacher missed, how many chapters. Oh man, the instructor was always on time. That's not even, well, maybe it is, because sometimes I post stuff late. Is it plain material clear? Blah, 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 blah. Never mind, it's all self-explanatory. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for this to be on e-learning. I'm talking too much. Boom. So, more about the final. I'm going to try to have this final exam posted for you by the end of this week, right after Thanksgiving Day, because you guys know I have no life other than books, which means, and trucks, books and trucks, there we go. If it's not on wheels or not between leather or whatever, paper bound, it's not going to bother me. See? Ta-da! Anyway, how did I get off on this stupid tangent? You guys, I apologize. It's been a long day. Right. So, books. The test, the final exam, it's going to show up this week. That's what I was saying. So I'll probably have it done after the student and I test out with our CDL exams, and I'll come back to school and I'll finish up working on the final exam, and I'll have it posted, and I'll also make a video of myself walking you through the final, so nobody is gonna flunk unless you want to flunk, right? Right. Now, other stuff. I need to share something with you. Keep it in mind as we prepare for the final exam itself. Remember, I was bothering you guys the other day about something I call literary criticism. It's not what I call it, but we all call it that. Keeping also in mind that literary criticism is a highfalutin, pain in the butt idea that most of you guys won't give a rat's you know what about. Which means chances are I will not torture you with it like I did my students last semester and the semester before. But I do hope that you understand the main concept behind literary criticism. I told you before, English majors got jealous of the sciences, so they decided to try to make it sound science-y, and really what's going on is this whole idea of appreciating books and poems and all the written stuff is literary criticism. And I said one way to think of it is different glasses. So if I want to look at whatever, Harry Potter with rose-colored glasses, it's going to highlight all the pinks or whatever, or whatever. What was that woman's name? I can't remember her name. She was the Grand Inquisitor or something like that. Mrs. Umbridge, Dolores Umbridge, and she had all the pink in her office and all the stupid pink cats. And never mind. But if I'm going to highlight a certain aspect of a book, I will wear different glasses. So queer theory might be, if anybody knows what queer theory is, I think it has something to do with homoeroticism, gays and lesbians and all that fun stuff. They're going to look at things through a queer theorist's glasses. A native futurist might look at things through futuristic glasses. And all the futuristic stuff will show, he or she will focus on any kind of elements. It'll bring it out in the literature. That's really what theory is all about. Remember I showed you the camera and all the different color lenses that we used to use in the old days when we had 35 millimeter cameras and film and dark rooms and all that. But never mind, I'm going off on a tangent. There's something else I want to share with you. You remember I told you that I keep in touch with all these wonderful authors, fellow native writers, right? Right. Let's see if I can get this pulled up for you. I was chatting last week with a fella named Ray Youngbear. I think he's something like 75 years old. Let's see. And we were writing to each other, believe it or not, on Facebook Messenger. All right, let me see if I can find him really fast. Oh, there's Michael Simpson. He's a Coos Indian. But mostly he talks in airy-fairy, highfalutin language. This is stuff you guys don't need to know about. I'll just pull him up. Let's see. I'm going to search him out. Let's type. Oh, there's Tiffany Midge. She wrote to me too. Let's type in. His name is Ray. Not Ray Youngbear. That's it. Young. There he is. Ray Youngbear wants me to ask you this question. Let's pull it all the way back. Says here, check out North American Review for a 6-page poem I wrote. Share it and pick your students and have them read the poem aloud, then ask them for a written summary or opinion. I'm not going to do that to you, but he does pose a very important question for our class because we're online, so we can't do this. Have 6 students read, 3 female students read and discuss the poem out loud because we're online, right? Okay, I'm starting to trip over my tongue. It means I'm hungry. Says here, his challenge questions to you, which I might throw at you, not only as extra credit, but also on the final. Here it is. What is tribal related? What isn't? In poetry and writing in general, it's the same thing I keep bothering you guys about over and over. So it means we're on the same wavelength. All right. What is tribal related? What isn't? What is understandable? What is not? Was the poem or piece that you read planned, or is it just a muddy, poetic puddle? I like that. Let me read it again. Was the poem or writing planned, or does it strike you as planned, or does it strike you as just a muddy but poetic puddle? I like that. Says here, if the students come up with something concrete, they're better at this than I. And this is a poet that's been around for a long time. He was one of my mentors when I was in grad school. I believe he is from Iowa. I forget if he is Winnebago, Meskwaki. Let's see. It says here, share 2 word songs from the New Yorker, both written and sung versions, because he does written poetry and sung poetry, and really cool. he writes in his native tongue. Says here, written and sung versions online and bilingual. And contrast the two poems. All are English and one is in Meskwaki. That's his another name for the Winnebago people. I think they call themselves Meskwaki. Do you think Ray Young Bear is wrong when he says that an Indian writer who writes and speaks in English only is a cultural misrepresentation? Ooh. Let me read that again. That's important. Do you think Ray Young Bear is wrong when he says that an Indian writer who writes and speaks in English only is a cultural misrepresentation? How many of you guys out there actually speak Dakota? I can't. Of course, I'm Potawatomi, so I have a dumb excuse. Ha! All right. Let's see if I got any message from Tiffany Midge. Tiffany Midge sent me a poem, How to Be a Drunk Indian. This is depressing. Should I read it? How to Be a Drunk Indian by Cheyenne Dakota Williams. At the drive-through line at Taco Bell in a parking lot in Shiprock, I look out from the back seat and see like 6 drunk Indians all sitting together. They are waving their arms all at each other, and I sort of want to see a fight happen because I am desperate for cheap action. I look out the window on the right and see another one lying in the bushes who then gets up and turns around to take a piss. My mother and my auntie and I judge them from inside the car. Have they no shame? Don't they have a family? Surely they could be at home. I'm pretty sure some of them are fathers. We pull up and begin ordering, while I look back and see the pissing Indian join the other Indians, and suddenly one of them drunk punches the pisser and he falls over and on the pavement, and I start to laugh from the car for only the two who get up and hug it out. We pull around the Taco Bell, and then we are blocked from their view, much to my annoyance. I wonder aloud what some of these white people passing through think when they see us like like that, all drunk. My auntie tells me a lot of them think that we just drink and are drunk all the time. Well, they can think that we're drunks. They want all they want, while some of them are trashy. Oh, my eyes are burning, sorry. They can think that we're all drunks all they want, while I think some of them are just trashy. But how are you white and poor on land you stole and claim to have conquered? How can anyone say anything about anyone and still have it all wrong? We get our food, and my auntie tells my mom to do a drive-by real slow by the drunk Indians this time. One of the Indians waves at us, and I am bewildered by his palm action as my auntie waves back, and my mother, with the windows rolled down, tells them to be safe. I mumble quietly to no one, to maybe stop drinking. So that's the poem that Tiffany Midge sent me. It sounds a lot like the one poem I showed you the other day called How We F Up, which is on eLearning. I'll see if I can post this for you. I'll do my best, or maybe it might show up on the final exam. You never know. All right, my eyes are burning. Is there anything else I need to tell you before I knock off? So I'm going to post this video right here under Native Literature Meeting 28. So it'll be above Queen Pacific Island, Quality of Light, blah, blah, blah. So it'll be right here. Keep your eyes peeled. Here's the lesson plan itself and the book unboxings. It'll be probably, I'll have to alter that a little bit. There's the futurisms, which we will discuss. Native futurism versus indigenous futurism versus mainstream futurism versus Afrofuturism, and story time, the Pleiades, the story of the Pleiades. This is going to be our last story. Did I put the Pleiades up here? Doggone it. I thought I did. Oh, it's probably down there. It is right there. And I told the story to AI and I asked it to illustrate it, and that's what it came up with. You'll see it when you click play. That's all. So I'm going to knock it off here and stop bothering you so much and wish you all a very happy Gan'enjie. I don't know how to say that in English. Harvest Festival, Thanksgiving. That's the word. So thanks so much. You guys have an awesome day. Pray for us as we drive to Watertown tomorrow to get our CDLs all done. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. 21 minutes.